Tarun Gulati, who shares the vision towards the growth and development of London, presented in his own words in this exclusive. Take a listen.
We are in the middle of a controversy with the sacking of Ms. Braverman. So we know what's happening, the stance of the current Prime Minister about, the Palestinian protests. Why to be chosen? What would your take be in the matters of, immigrants protesting in London? What is your stand on this matter?
The world is at an inflection point. Never have we faced a situation where the risks are higher. And I think whilst peaceful protests should always be welcome because there are civilians involved, a humanitarian crisis is probably unfolding. But on the other side, what happened on 7th October with terrorism, that also needs to be stopped. So both sides have the stance. I think some senior leaders to sit together across a table, they need to find lasting peace here and they need to find a solution. So peaceful protestations are all right. A certain individual may have said something, we should not incite certain sentiments at this stage.
Okay. So you think the situation is very volatile and shouldn't be sort of provoked further?
Exactly. We need to tread carefully, as I hinted earlier, and people need to be cautious. The words do matter, and they can arouse sentiments of the type that should be avoided.
There is another angle to all these protests that happened in that great city, which is that, when the Indian High Commission, there were protests around it, we got to hear later that, the protesters were paid. So is there a sort of a remuneration or sort of a paid arrangement for protesters gathering at any place in London?
See, motivation is a factor. People can be motivated in different ways. Sometimes, as you hinted, maybe they are paid or they have some sentiments. But whatever happened, the Indian flag should never have been disrespected. That I am very unhappy about. And at the same time, it is the duty of the host nation to ensure security of the High Commissioner, the High Commission, and these individuals are not parachuted from somewhere. So if a set of people are walking somewhere in large numbers, the intelligence and other people, the police should have been warned and they should have stopped if they were protesting in the wrong way, which was probably the case in this case.
Team Republic has been bringing you extensive coverage of the Israel-Hamas war almost immediately after it broke out. Republic's Gursimran has filed this report from the Israel-Gaza borders 0 point, where observation points of the IDF on Gaza can be seen clearly and have been set up. He also spoke to IDF spokespersons who told him about Israel's operations and latest updates of